staying home and not trick-or-treating this year?
Doesn't mean you can't do something fun and special at home. Sonia is going to teach me how to cook ribs today in the pressure cooker, the bomb.
The bomb. Have you seen
bomb.
someone I saw posted a thing on your wall of a pressure cooker that exploded and had the lid like through the ceiling?
Yeah, and the stove was caved in.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, and it could happen. So it could.
Well, it's not going to happen though, because this is my house and I'm not letting it happen.
Not here.
Not here. Not today.
Not here. Not today. But it could happen.
It could happen
when you cook in the bomb,
it's
the pressure
scary.
cooker, the Instapot, the whatever you call these.
Yeah.
Cooking tools of death.
That's right. We're going to put together a meal for your family so that you can have something kind of special, something kind of fun, little spooky for Halloween that's appropriate for children and adults, just so that you have something special for Halloween, especially if you can't go trick-or-treating. It's kind of a bummer this year. A lot of people stuck at home. There's no point in just sitting around moping about it. Throw in a fun movie, cook up some ribs, and have a great little party with your family.
And if I can cook ribs, so can you.
That's right. And she can.
She's got
this. I know it.
Probably not by myself, but I can with you.
Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, get some nice ribs. Now, the recipe, you can either do pork ribs or beef ribs. And these are beef ribs. I like them a little better just because there's a little less fat on them, where pork ribs are like really fatty. But you're going to want to kind of wash them off and then kind of dry them a little bit. Now I want you to look at the differences. See, one is this meaty side and one has this membrane layer. Do you see that? This membrane layer makes it really difficult for the flavors to penetrate. Now in an Instapot, I have actually cooked it with the membrane on and still it has like been fall off the bone. Oh. Wonderful. However, we're going to remove this membrane because that's typically what you would do with, it's typically what you do with ribs.
This is exactly why I've not ever tried ribs.
Well,
not tried,
like I say,
eat them, not cook them.
You could totally do this in the Instapot without removing this membrane and they would taste fantastic. And it would be just fine. This is just, and they probably wouldn't fall apart so much. But anyway, so let's
also,
first,
I just want to say that membrane sounds very Halloweenish.
Doesn't it?
It does, so that's perfect. A Halloween meal.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Yeah. So you're going to go about 2 or 3 ribs in and you're going to get your knife and you're just going to like get down on the bone. This is very Halloweenish.
Yes, it is.
And you just kind of get under there like that. So you've kind of got a pocket.
Yeah, and that was easy to do.
I feel like your husband would be amazing at this since he's like Mr.
Yes, he would be.
Animal person. And then from there, you're just going to get under this skin. Easier said than done sometimes.
Yeah, and you're just using a butter knife. Like this isn't
is
even
just a butter knife.
Legit knife. So this isn't like a difficult.
No, see, it does tear. It depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes this this fatty membrane, sometimes it just comes right off. Like you would be amazed. Now I've got a little bit sharper knife here, so that's a little scarier.
Yeah, especially for me.
So once you kind of get under that membrane there, you should be able to use a paper towel.
Okay.
And you hold on to this. If Sonia had any strength in her hands. Now we're going to try it again.
Try again. Take 3.
Yes.
Take 2.
You take the membrane with a paper towel
Oh, look at that. See, that's coming. Ah, piece of cake.
Sometimes it comes off easy, sometimes not so easy.
Membrane. Creepy Halloween membrane.
Disgusting.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that.
No. Okay. So we have one more. Did you want to try it?
Sure, let me try it.
I'm sure it'll go faster for you because, you know, you're not weak sauce like I am.
Like the second or third?
Whichever. Okay. Right in there.
Okay. Let's try it.
If you can gut a deer, you can demembrane
a
baby back ribs. Look at that.
Oh, is it going to come off right there?
Yeah, it might tear on you.
I think it is. Let me. Come on, membrane. Let's cooperate. Once you got it going, it was really...
Yeah, it's just getting it going is the problem. It's kind of a challenge. There you go.
There we go. Look at that. Oh.
You did great.
I just membraned that thing.
Put that there.
Okay.
Okay. So next you're going to do a rub.
She's got the rub
I will
ready.
have the recipe ready for people as to what is in this rub. I just try to keep some on hand. The only thing is that it does have brown sugar in it.
Oh.
And so... you know how brown sugar hardens a little bit.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be careful. This isn't going to like last a super long time. Since it has brown sugar in it, it is going to be more prone to kind of get hard if you don't use it within like say a month, you know.
Okay.
She's just going to sprinkle this on here and kind of rub it into the meat on both sides.
Okay.
And then you're going to kind of wrap it around in the rack on the inside of your Instapot. So you're just going to kind of wrap it around the outside.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay.
You can't mess it up.
Okay, you sprinkle it on kind of and then rub it in?
Sprinkle it on and then you can kind of rub it in and, I mean, I hear I had you wash your hands, but you know.
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought you might want a little break from the grossness. And since you don't have that membrane there anymore, it's not gonna block those flavors as much.
Okay. Flip it over. Look at those ribs. I do love ribs. They're one of my very favorite things. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to like sprinkle?
Yeah, do you want to sprinkle?
I'll sprinkle,
okay,
then you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I'm really doing well with that. I kind of got a little heavy there, but.
No, I don't know if you can go too heavy.
Yeah,
really?
Probably not with,
you know,
with
not
ribs.
with, no.
A nice rub in there.
That one, that little guy's kind of
Come
falling
here,
off.
little man. Oh, ooh,
Oh.
He got really crazy there, but.
He did. I don't think he got much on the back side.
That's okay.
Booty.
He'll get it eventually.
He'll get it. He's fallen right off the rack.
And I recommend doing this on a baking sheet. I kind of have a too small baking sheet, but it's nice to do it on a baking sheet because your cleanup is so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just constantly keep moving with it.
That is one thing I hate about cooking is the cleanup. So.
Oh, it's the worst.
Okay.
And just kind of wrap it around the outside with your rack on the inside.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
And then you're going to want to put about a half a cup of beef broth in there. I just get the little can of beef broth, and then I just store it in one of these, and then it lasts, you know, a week or so in the fridge.
Yeah. My hands are going to go.
Oh, yeah. It's okay because I'm not going to use
just
that.
Pour it in the bottom, like it doesn't matter?
About a half a cup, yeah.
So do you think that's about good?
Yeah, that's probably good. So it's time to cook these ribs. And my Instapot came with this marvelous little cooking timetable. Like here's for pork ribs, and then let's see here. Beef ribs, 20 to 25 minutes per pound.
Oh.
So we have in here almost 4 pounds.
Okay.
So we're going to go with, we'll just say 4 pounds times 25 minutes. So that's going to be 100 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's like an hour and...
What did you say, 100 minutes?
Yeah, an hour and 40
minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I don't know how to get the lid on. I mean, I do, but not on camera.
If your Instapot didn't come with one of these little charts, you can go on Pinterest, and they have lots of these kind of little tables and stuff. And feel free to download that. Very helpful. There are struggles over here. Need some help.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, now it's okay. I'm not getting it on just right or something.
Okay, where's your vent on this? Let me see.
It's this thing.
The vent would probably be in the very back, I would think.
Oh, you know what? That's it. I'm putting it on the wrong way.
Like, see how this little
oh
thing
yeah,
probably
see
lines
that?
over that?
Yeah, it does. That was backwards.
Well, yours is just a little different than mine.
But
So
I was putting it on backwards. Okay, so then,
or do
let's
you
see
lock
this
it?
thing
You're gonna want it on
that, because that's the exhaust. So I feel like that goes right there. It's locked, see? Okay.
I'm just feeling. Okay, yours locks different than mine. Okay. So there's two different things on here. There's venting,
Ceiling.
ceiling. You want it on your ceiling.
So mine says different words, but this I'm pretty sure says exhaust, and this is maybe like airtight.
Okay, so that would be where
Yeah.
you want it. You want it on the ceiling feature.
So do I want to do the pressure cook time?
Yes.
Or beef and meat? Okay, pressure cook.
For 1 hour and 40 minutes.
That's pleasant. Your pressure cooker is different. There we go. Okay, now we just do start.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's like warming up.
Okay.
But I feel like, should I just
Yeah, just kind of move it back a little.
before it gets pressurized and becomes a bomb?
Yes. Okay. So
Out of the way.
while her time bomb is all set, my time bomb, through the miracle of television,
It's done.
is done. We had a 15-minute natural release, and now we're just going to finish it off. And I have a little tip. So I go like this.
Oh. So then you don't get burnt by the steam.
And it doesn't
It doesn't.
Yeah, I have overhead lights here, and they just, like, the steam gets caught up in them, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
That's a
way you
brilliant
don't have
tip
to.
right there. I love it.
okay, so it's time to take this out of the pot.
Oh, it sings a little song.
It does.
Oh, you can tell those are falling off the rib because I can see, or off the rib, off the bones. I can see the bones sticking out already.
Now, if these are done correctly, oh my goodness, we're gonna have a hard time even getting them out without them
Yeah,
falling
they are
apart.
falling off the bone.
So we're going, oh my goodness.
Well, I shouldn't touch that because it's hot, but I just want to pick it up because it's just the bone. This is very Halloweenish.
It is very Halloweenish. Trying to capture, there we go, there, the rib situation. And I have found that when you're trying to plan how many ribs to get, it's about 1 pound per person
Okay.
because the bones don't really count, right? Even
Oh,
though
right.
They count in the weight,
But they
you're
don't
not eating
count in the
them.
food. Yeah. It's like a graveyard over here.
It is. So if this were to look like ribs at all, which it does not, you could put it on like the grill and grill them, but these would just fall right through. Like they are so tender.
Oh yeah, they would.
We're cheating with some Famous Dave's sweet and zesty.
Love Famous Dave's.
I do too.
It's the best.
So I'm just gonna kind of go like this if you want to start brushing it on there. And you can even use this recipe in like a crock pot. You're just going to, of course, do it for like 10 hours instead. And you'll have the same result. It will be just fall off the bone, delicious. Okay, and then we're just gonna put them in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay. Did you do broil high or low?
I did broil high.
High, broil high.
Okay.
Ooh-wee. Okay, these are done out of the, can you see them? Oh my gosh. And I tried them a second ago. They are, oh my gosh.
They're really tender.
Super, super easy. We were talking about how there's some people that don't believe you can do it in the pressure cooker. That is not true.
False.
False. Mythbuster.
Yeah.
False.
False.
Not true.
Dwight on The Office. False. This is our ribs, and we're working on some mac and cheese right now.
It's cooking back there.
And then we're going to do some little mummy dogs for kids, as well as some treats that we have on the table. And we have some quick treats, things that are quick and easy and satisfying, but you don't have to be Martha Stewart to handle it.
Yeah, because I am not. Now, let's just talk real quick about a couple. You, Sonia, had a Gina moment.
I had a Gina moment today, and we will put the picture right here. Yes.
You hold it.
I had a Gina moment. I had to cook some bacon for our delicious mac and cheese. And I was trying to calculate time so I would know how much time I needed for everything. And I turned the bacon down really low so that it wouldn't burn while I was doing that, and I couldn't hear it, so I forgot about it. I totally did a Gina. I'm guilty right here. Oh, so embarrassing.
I love this so much.
I know you do. I shouldn't have even admitted to it, except for that, that was 1/3 of a pound of bacon that I burned. That was supposed to go in the mac and cheese.
I kind of feel like that could be a sin.
I know.
1/3 pound of bacon?
Because I have a huge fryer thing, and I loaded it up, and
yeah,
it was crispy critters. Not even my brother, who likes burnt bacon, could eat that.
Yeah, because I do like crispy bacon, but
there's crispy, and then there's black. It was blackened.
This is like, it was Cajun bacon.
It like you touched it, and it was like Pompeii, like ashes. Pew! Like it was bad. I couldn't believe I did it.
I've done 2 things this week. One I do not have a picture of, but one of them I do. And this one is not, the picture that I have is not overly awful. It's just like what I do when I'm cooking. I was making some Alfredo sauce, and I just dropped the whisk right into the pan, and it's sitting there, and so
like back floating.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. And my daughter is there, and I said, oh my gosh, I have to take a picture of this. And she's like, do not take a picture. She's like, that's plastic, it's gonna melt. And I'm like, it's fine. So I took a picture. It didn't melt. It was fine.
Well, because it's made for it, right?
Yeah, it is. It's made to be in the heat, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing I did this week was, this is 2 things in 1 week. I was making boiling eggs, making boiled eggs is what I wanted to say. And Sonia told me that I'm cooking them for way too long. So I was like, fine, I'm going to cook them for 12 minutes. So I set a timer.
12 was a little too less.
Yeah, it was a little too less. Yes, it was.
But did you wait till it was boiling to start the timer?
Oh, I don't think so.
Gina,
I don't think
you have to wait till it's boiling.
Okay, till it's boiling, and then how many minutes?
And then do between 13 and 15.
13 and 15 after it's boiling.
After it's boiling. Don't put it in the pan and woo, we're starting that timer. Or you're going to have runny eggs.
Yeah, they were not runny, but the yolk, it was not cooked all the way for sure. So what I was doing as I was making, this is one of my delicious recipes that I'll share right now. that you could, it could be, I mean, it's not really Halloween, but it could be. So you just boil eggs. This is a delicious breakfast. You boil eggs and then you put a lot of butter. I shared another recipe that has a lot of butter. I just feel like it's important. And then we call them smash eggs. You just smash them up and salt and pepper them. Delicious. So cooking breakfast, smash eggs for breakfast, and then lunch. But the eggs were not cooked all the way. The ones that I took out. So I thought, that's fine. I will just boil these ones for a little bit longer. So I did. I put them in there, and then I went to do something else. And I did not start a timer because I forgot. And I was at work. A while later, probably a good 20, 30 minutes later. Yeah. My boss comes in, he's like, well, I just came to tell you that our eggs are still boiling. And I was like, oh, shoot. So they boiled for a really long time. Did you bounce them? No, they were fine. I mean, they were fine. They were. I put them in some cold water so they could unboil themselves for a while. Two things this week.
It's all good.
It's all fine.
The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make mummy dogs.
Yum.
And these are just fun for kids. Again. I can't open. Can you open it?
Yes.
My hands are terrible. Okay. And I got some brats.
Because yum. But
little kids, you can just get some cruddy old ballpark or something and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Just whatever kind of hot dog. Eat. Yeah. But, if you want to jazz it up.
Oh, that wasn't even that scary.
Now, typically, you would get the Pillsbury breadsticks. Do you think I can find that in this town?
Of course not.
So this is actually it's crescent dough sheet. Okay, so it's still going to be delish, but we're going to have to make our own little strips out of this. So I'm just going to use a little Pampered Chef pizza cutter.
Whoop, whoop.
And make little breadsticks myself.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes. I've kind of got these going on an angle and I don't know how that happened, but it did. And then you're going to get these, they're skinny sticks is what they're called. They're like popsicle sticks, but they're a little bit longer and they're skinnier. Ooh. So they can be kind of just, I know this is kind of gross, so just ram it up there.
Ram it up the tailpipe.
Yep. So you're just going to wrap your little hot dog. Okay, I didn't plan this out very well. Looks like I got a little green something there. And if you need two, then you take two. But you can really use any Pillsbury product for this, any of these kind of things. You could probably even use a biscuit, for heaven's sake.
Oh,
it's pretty easy going.
Yeah.
You just wrap them up. And you can even leave a little spot here in like one little area so you can have like a little spot for his eyeballs, and you can put little ketchup eyeballs if you want when it comes out of the oven. So just wrap them up. And these are just fun for little kids. You don't even, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, because honestly, I will say, I mean, this is going to sound silly, but even this, your wrapping, mummy wrapping, is so much better than mine. And it's just something silly, but that's okay. You can just tell that you have a skill at handling food. I do not.
Well, I think it's just a matter of how many times I've made these for my child growing up. That one's perfect. Look at how nice that one looks.
Oh, the other one.
And we have a spare. I don't know what to do with him. Here, we'll make a little
twist.
A little twisty thing.
Yeah, cute.
Okay.
Okay. There they are.
That's preheated.
Whoa, that's gonna slide right off. Mummy dogs.
Hey,
so cute.
I don't know if you've ever been to Universal Studios, but they have butterbeer there, and it's basically just like cream soda with some foaminess to it. And it's just kind of fun for kids, especially for Halloween. If you're watching Harry Potter or something fun like that.
Oh yeah, that would be a fun movie marathon for
Yeah,
Halloween.
it would.
Yeah.
That and Hocus Pocus, it's my favorite. I watch that every year. So I'm gonna double the recipe. I will put the recipe for this in the description.
Okay.
So anyway, so I've got my whipping cream.
Whipping cream, heavy whipping cream right here.
Heavy whipping cream, already measured out. And I'm doubling this recipe because it's like a 2 servings kind of thing, and we want 4 servings. So I'm going to double it.
So sugar, powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. We have, and then some vanilla. It's so easy. This is so easy. And how much did you pay for this when you went to Universal Studios?
Probably $12.
Yeah. No need, my friend.
Look how cute those are.
At this point in the video, we had some audio issues. This is just us explaining that you don't want to overmix your whipping cream. You want it a foamy consistency, and then it will take a few seconds for the carbonation in a cream soda to rise through the cream. Now, if it doesn't, if you can't get the foaming that you want, then fill your glass only halfway full with the cream soda, then put your foam on, and then pour the cream soda through the foam, and it will really foam up on you. And you have to be very careful to make sure it doesn't overflow because it goes rapidly. So here's our cute little party table. Let's start to the left with our cute little dirt cups with our gummy worms poking out. Aren't those adorable? We just love those. And then we'll move on to our ribs. Oh, aren't those so creepy? Oh, and they're so delicious. Just fall off the bone delicious. There's our smoky bacon mac, which is super good. Then we move on to our mummy dogs. And we found that using mustard works a lot better than ketchup. You see the one mummy dog with the blood hanging out of his face? Yes, ketchup doesn't work so well. These are cute little witch hats made from fudge stripe cookies and Hershey's Kiss. And then we have cute little cupcakes that just have the candy molds on them. Super fun and easy. Or you can just frost some regular cupcakes, throw some sprinkles on them, or don't. You don't have to be super technical with it. The kids are still going to love those cupcakes. So don't stress. And then if you make your butterbeer, it's always fun to get cute little mugs or something for the kids. They're just going to love that.
That was a lot of fun.
Yes. And you can make it a party, you know?
Oh, yes, you could very easily with that. And that was all super easy.
Yeah, you can't even mess it up.
No.
Super easy, fast stuff, especially for moms that are working. You don't have a lot of time to be Martha Stewart everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just quick and easy fun stuff. I mean, those dirt cups took a few minutes to make. Those hot dog things were easy. And
at Halloween, I've seen last year I made some of those. They had like bloody fingers that were gummies. So those would be kind of fun in there too.
Those would be so cute.
So look for things like that. But the dirt and worms is always good. But I did see they were, I mean, they look like, or no, they weren't gummies. They were kind of like those, you know, lick-em sticks. That kind of hard candy that you lick that and put it in the sugar.
Kinda
they
like
were that consistency of things, but they were like cut off fingers, it looked like, and they were in there, and that was kind of fun.
Yeah, that does sound fun. That would be a fun idea to do. And you can, any kind of thing you could put in there.
You could put in there.
Yeah.
Little spider rings or something too.
Yeah.
If you know, I guess depending on your kids and if some kids might be freaked out by a bloody finger.
Yeah.
So maybe
this
then
is
you
true.
do the worms, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, something easy. And you can get really high tech with those candy molds. You know, you can colorize and do different things, and you can put grass on your cupcake and make it look like a tombstone with grass and
that'd
stuff.
be super cute.
But we just did it the simple, easy way. We just wanted to show that you can do quick and easy. Your kids will think you're a rock star, and they don't even need to know that it didn't take hardly any time.
Yeah, super fast, super easy.
That's right.
Yes.
If you want to know about our macaroni and cheese recipe, I got it out of this book, the Mac and Cheese Cookbook.
Ooh.
And it's recipes from this restaurant called Homeroom. And they just do mac and cheese, like great stuff.
Yeah.
And this one is called Smokey Bacon Mac, and it is amazing. It has a smoked Gouda cheese in it. It is so good.
Yum.
And you can do it with the breadcrumbs on the top and then bake it for a few minutes, like 10 minutes. And it gives it that really yummy restaurant style flavor. For time constraints, we just did it the quick way. But anyway, this is the book if you're interested in getting that recipe.
Yeah. And just a word of caution, we tried to do ketchup eyes and the ketchup went everywhere. That's what happened with the bloody man, which I guess if you want them to be bloody, I don't know if mummies would be bloody.
My daughter took great pleasure in dipping those hot dogs, like dipping them in ketchup and then biting their heads off. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
So, you know, it depends on how morbid your kid is, I guess. But we're going to leave recipes and fun ideas in the description on YouTube. So check it out. If you liked this video today, please like it, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube, and ring the notification bell. It's hard to remember all those things.
It is. There's a lot of things.
There are a lot of things, people.
A lot of things. Well, there's just a lot of things always.
There's a lot of things always.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
And join us every Tuesday at 7 a.m. for new videos.
That's right. See you later.
Later, alligator.
Bye.
Bye.
Not today, Isis. Not today.
Not today. This is so 2020. That's all I have to say.
Oh, at least you know I'm not an axe murderer, because I can't.
Yeah.
Can't do this very well. You're safe around me, man.
Yeah, she is not going to cut off your membrane. Not quickly, anyway.
No.
Hopefully, if she is, you're already dead, because this is going to be painful for you.
You pay a dime, like a penny. Dime a penny.
Dime a penny.
Pay a pretty penny.
Yes.
For ribs.
That's what I thought you were trying to say, but then I was like, oh, maybe they're cheap. I thought they were expensive.
But they have, I don't know if you've ever been.
My butt is vibrating. I'm getting a phone call.
Do you need to get your butt?
That's my brother.
Oh.
I'll talk to him in a minute.
Wait, what? Where'd everybody go? Well, okay. I guess bye, everybody. See you next Tuesday.